Hey guys, this is Epic Zacko. Today's main topic is going to be about Continuity War, but first I wanted to address the elephant in the room. Where the hell is Chris's Epic Adventures Episode 4? I mean seriously, how long has it been since Episode 3? Basically there's two big reasons why we haven't seen Episode 4 yet. And it is coming, don't worry. Reason number one is that it is a longer episode, so we had to do more filming to get it done. And reason number two is this damn company. This one right here. This camera repair company is the worst. Don't ever use them. So I just thought I'd send my camera out real quick to get it repaired because it was taking kind of noisy footage even at low ISO, even with good lighting. It was getting a lot of visual noise or digital grain in there, you know? So I sent it out. And, you know, there was a whole fiasco, but long story short, they more than doubled the price from the original estimate because they thought the circuit board needed to be replaced, which doesn't make much sense to me because I mean I'm no tech wizard, but I feel like if I was able to turn the camera on and use it just fine, there shouldn't be anything wrong with the circuit board. But you know, I took their word for it. I had already waited 10 days for it to ship, so I didn't want to, you know, make any more of a hassle. So I just told them to go ahead with the repair. Like I said, the price was more than doubled from the original estimate. Another original estimate was that it would take 3 to 5 days. It took a month. They had my camera for an entire month. So long story short, because I had to wait a whole month for them to finish the repairs, plus the 10 days for it to ship, plus another few days for it to ship back, that's why we haven't really been able to work much on episode 4. We had filmed a little bit of it before the repair fiasco, before I sent it out, and we just filmed a little bit more of it, and we've just got a little bit more to finish. So it will be coming out very soon, don't worry. With that out of the way, let's address the main topic here. This is something I've been thinking about for a while. For those of you who don't know, Continuity War is like this big crossover movie that we've been working on this channel for the past few years. Several characters from different universes in my channel's history, such as Epic Zacko, Chris, the Flash Game Reviewers, and many more, come together to fight against an evil wizard named Crow who wants to destroy the multiverse. Now, the plan was to release it in 4 parts, and part 1 already came out, and part 2 is well on the way. But there's one big issue. And that's that Continuity War is way too ambitious. Think of it this way, part 1 took almost 2 years to make. And part 2 has already taken us over 2 years to make, and it's not even done yet. Now a lot of this is due to delays and stuff that's beyond our control. I don't know if you noticed yet, there's this virus going on. That kind of slowed us down a bit because we couldn't meet up for a few months. But regardless, no matter what's going on, Continuity War is going to be a film that always is going to take forever to make because there's just so much. There's all these effects, all these different universes, all these plot lines and everything. It's a big movie. It's a great example of a problem that I've struggled with for many years that I'm trying to finally overcome and avoid in the future. And that's biting off way more than I can chew. Same thing happened with the Epic Zacko remake. I thought I was gonna get it done in a year, but I bit off way more than I could chew with that movie. It's a whole full-length action movie that we were trying to make in high school with no budget. And of course, it ended up taking 4 years and coming out in 2016. Like I said before, Continuity War is supposed to be 4 parts long. And if things keep going at the pace that they're going, it's gonna be like another 4 years at least before we're done with this movie. So I've made the decision after a lot of thinking that once part 2 is done, we're gonna have to not do part 3 and 4. At least not in film form. This was a pretty tough decision for me to make because I'm still passionate about telling the story of Continuity War. I really wanted to bring a satisfying conclusion to Epic Zacko's character arc and show the battle with Crow and everything, but I also don't want to be stuck making this movie for another 4 years, possibly more if there's another COVID-like situation. I've got to move on to new and better films. Films that aren't so overly ambitious, films with original characters and worlds, and films that don't require you to go back and watch 2 hours of my old shitty videos to understand the plot. Now, I did think I was just gonna have to cancel Continuity War Parts 3 and 4 all together. However, I thought about it some more and I figured out a way that it can still be done. We can't do it in the form of a film. We know that because that's going to take another 4 years or whatever. But I got to thinking and brainstorming about ways that we could still tell the story of Continuity War in another form. My first idea was to do like a comic, but you know, that would require hiring an illustrator and it would still probably take a long time. That's when it occurred to me, you know, just because it's a comic doesn't mean it has to be drawn. Doesn't mean it has to be illustrations. It could be photos, still images from what would be the movie. Now, I'm sure that I'm not the first person to do something like this, and I'm too lazy to look up what this would be called, so I'm calling it a photo comic. So that's my new plan for how to do parts 3 and 4. We're going to do them in the form of a photo comic. So each panel will be a still image from what would be the movie if we were doing the movie. This even opens up a lot more possibilities for what we can do with the movie. We can have bigger action scenes since really it's all just going to be pictures we're taking in front of a green screen. And then all the explosions and everything, all the backgrounds, everything can be added in on the computer, and since there's no motion to worry about, we can have lots of big action set pieces. Think stuff you would see in like a Marvel movie or something. All that's going to be possible now because we're doing it as a photo comic. I am pretty sad to be letting go of the idea of doing this as a film, but I think this is the best way to do it. However, we will still be releasing part 2 this year. Like I said before, we're already really close to getting that film done. We've already filmed so much and it would be a shame to throw all that footage away. So that will be coming out sometime later this year. And of course, we're still going to be making the Chris's Epic Adventures episodes. So, Continuity War Part 2 is coming. Chris's Epic Adventures are still coming out. Hopefully we can start doing them a little bit faster now. Don't ever get a camera repair. If you use your camera for work, just don't take the risk. I actually lost so much money on that camera repair that I would have been better off buying a new camera. And I don't even mean like a Lumix GH4 like the one that I'm filming this with right now. I mean it freaking probably would have been better off buying a GH5 than doing that repair. They had that camera so long and I lost so much money that I would have been better off buying like the $1,200 fucking GH5. I mean, it's insane. It's really, if you do get a camera repaired, don't use this company right here. I'm gonna like put a thing on the screen there. I don't know if it's, you know what I should have done? I should have put like a green background here. Then I could just like green screen whatever the hell I want in there. And my hand movements don't match. This was just supposed to be like a background thing, okay? So, with that being said, I think you guys have a lot to be excited about for the future of this channel. Not only more Chris's Epic Adventures, not only parts 2, 3, and 4 of Continuity War, even if 2 of those parts won't be done in the form of a film, and of course, since I've found this much more efficient way to do parts 3 and 4, I'll actually be able to start working on new films while I'm making those parts after part 2 comes out. And I've already got a couple ideas which I don't want to spoil for you just yet, but they're gonna be awesome. I'm excited about not only my future as a filmmaker, but the future of this channel as well. Thanks for watching, and this is Epic Zacko signing out.